Better crack and waste time. Knows how to proper blast field. It's him. Gotta. Okay, spellbook. Okay. Refreshing, yet painful. See? Let's be going. Fast, blue-haired twit. I'll admit the spell worked as you said it, but you can't sell those soul crystals without accurately explaining the risks. It's irresponsible, so I might even call it deliberately negligible. You're not under arrest from this day forth. You're strictly forbidden from peddling any more of your wares. If I hear you sold so much as a blue handkerchief, I would hunt you down and throw you behind bars. I saw it should be that blue thing. An investment? You have my thanks. Very well. Leave it. Just as I was beginning to turn a half-decent profit. Neither black or white magic, or some new entity, blue magic, yes. I'm sure I draw a crowd, yes. I am Rosie. I managed Ulda beast with the matches of being fought to the end of your suffers, while our patron in the thrill of combat acts of wanton distasteful. Rather, it's a savage, not slaughter. Our appeal lies in the person. I assume that at a touch of jobs and proceeds. However, I'm no one settled for mere marginal success. My goal is to make the Celestium renowned our world over to the end. I've been searching for something unique, and we're a blue magic of yours. The match for a blue crowd. Would you like to be the very encounter of the... Listen, this is a serious stuff. I did not go through all this trouble of learning all these spells to entertain a bunch of Gotham spectators. Some of them are quite wealthy, in fact, and you stand to earn. Now that you're talking my language. I say, darling, where are you going? I was about to make you the same offer. I hate to burst it, but my apprentice had barely taken the first step on the road to becoming a blue mage. Wouldn't want him to gracefully end in the middle of your arena, would he? I think that would rather defeat them. I needed warriors to trample with the pits of friends. I have more. Nothing, I'm afraid. deal. I'm not asking you to. Quite on the contrary. You'll pay me for that tool. I wear a costume as well. I want to change my dialogue, see if we'll say something different. Entering. What happened to the... Hold on, I have to stop for a bit. It was occurred to me I never asked you what you would want to take part in. Are you willing to endure the Martian training regiment in order to... You made the right choice, my dear. I have high hopes for you. As for your illustrated mentor, I believe he should be ready to make his grand entrance any moment. I'll be honest, I'm a bit more extravagant than what I'm used to. Color's not bad, I suppose. You look marvelous, my dear. Everyone feast your eyes on the great Azoro. What's that supposed to mean? Well, nothing really. It leads me to the degree that passion started. I have no offense, darling, but the great Martin doesn't quite have the same ring. You're playing with the role of Noman, who's designed to grace the Celestium with their latest magic. Oh, what are your manners? I never asked your name. Well, we'll come with something a little more inspiring besides you step into the ring. I have some information concerning your doing. As you may have heard, Ulda has a very law that bans members of the Beast Tribe from entering the city. It was mainly to keep out goblin merchants, you see. I have poured over, and we have some else pour over the documents, and it seems not to mention that the Momo is whatsoever, meaning you are free to stay as long as you please. Just don't wreck some stuff. Well, with that, I think my work is done. Martin, I leave in your coming. Best of luck. Man, I didn't think I had how things would turn out, but what life without a few surprises, so it makes a little bit guiding on your path becoming a blue mage. I get the inspiration for you're no stranger to getting up and close with person with some fierce beast. When it comes to mastering the Wallaki technique, you got a long way to go. It's the creatures themselves who have to keep reaching, and the spell books that point in the direction. Of course, I wouldn't be much of a mentor if I come to attack with a few more belts. Seems like you need something to aim for. Tell you what, why don't you start learning Blood Drain, and who knows, it might come in handy. Oh, slipped in my mind. There are a few spells that you can only learn from creatures in the New World. Luckily for you, Gahal Jah has brought with him a fine selection of totems infused with your ether to save you the trip deep. Not getting our hands dirty, often so just absorb the ether, the magic is yours. Naturally, we're not going to give them to you since you're only a novice. Once you bite more than you can chew, when you think you're ready to talk to Gazzy Jah. Jah is very impressive with bravery when Kraken appeared. Now, must impress with the skills of the Blue Mage. You heard that, man? The whole world of spells waiting for you, so go and start learning. I'll be running spells, but not fight Blue Mage yet. Alright. Alright, come on, friend. Two. It's us. Name is came at once. Please. How can I refuse under him? Master of knowledge beyond the comprehension of mere knowledge, and the wielder of arcane magic, as the deeper ocean hearkened foul beasts, and indomitable keeper of the blue has come. Says I, the great Azoro. He said it. He said it. I think that was pretty good. Sorry about that. Just do my keep the coin rolling. Where are we? Oh yes, a great spot for training. Meet me at Spanless Spain. Alright. Let's see I survived the trick. I hope those horns didn't give you any much info on the fact. There's a reason we're here. Some of the angry ones have what they're tough, but they're not too tough. Some folks call them man-eaters. But that will not give blood drain. They will draw some of the except my MP's at 10,000, so I doubt that's gonna be a problem. None of my if I was using black mage maybe, but no, I'm using red mage. I don't have anything that even does remotely. You help my sleep cost more. Didn't get anything from them. I kind of wish I kind of did get some abilities from them. Wait, were you supposed to be here? I still have a lot to learn from Blue Mage. I will probably do Blue Mage off screen because going. Where are those pesky hornets? Was right. Pretty much, yeah. Sounds awesome. Maybe one day I'll get paid for not doing shit. Come on. You had your chance or you couldn't, and that blow can go around with his business. He's willing to. Once we can get back to Oda, I'll divvy up the earning. I'll see ya. Wait, that's it? Yeah, you are. What took you so long? You've been showing signs of improvement, but you want no future to receive. You can stop in Serena. Those pits don't miss, as I reckon. What you need is Mind Blast. Once you've learned that, come and find me. We'll continue your training, and here's. I also subtracted your fee for your training if I charge. What, already? That was quicker than I expected. Quicker by a fucking ass! That move took forever to learn, because I think of it, your new skill might be useful in our training. What happened last time? You might think we've called this way just to get you know. And you expect, right. So, first we paid in advance. Secondly, we're going to get into these moles, not hornets last night. You have to kill 2 of them, not just 1. Why are you looking at that? Oh, you want to train, didn't you? In that case, why don't you stop sending a check with Mind Blast? I'll tell you, it worked hornets. Oh god. That can't be right. I gave you everything I owe. Yes, you paid back the original amount. Late I might add, fairly. Don't tell me you've forgotten about the interest. There's none of your business. Piss off. I appreciate you trying to help. I got myself into a mess, and I'll get myself. What? Dude. Oh, for a penniless swindler. Not my size. But these fine garments should fetch a gill or 2. Count yourself lucky. At least we left enough clothes to protect your modesty. Make sure you got our money next time, or we won't be so generous. Seriously? Not my first time in it, but I've been through worse and lived to tell you. Speaking of which, it looks like you survived your scuff with those scary looking moles. Let's head back to Old and celebrate. Oh, that reminds me, Rose is bound to have some choice words for me. About the costume, well, I might have lost a shirt on my back, but at least I still have my dignity. Hey, you're back. Hi. Where was I was expecting none to be pleased when I showed up looking a bit undressed. Not so lucky that the cost coming out of my wages. Things are going from bad to worse. My, this is certainly a far cry from. Oh wow. What's this? What are you doing here? If you know I'm here on business, very looks of business, I might add, as I luck will have it, I heard rumors of a masked carnival starring a so-called Blue Mage. I didn't take much to deduce that my old friend Marlin was behind it. If you're here to watch the show, buy a ticket. If you just come and go, save it for another time, because I ain't in the bloody mood. I say, it's not like you to be so hostile. Perhaps I should come back when you're feeling a little bit more amenable. I'll see you more. I see. The smug prick, the better. You see, we've known each other since time at the Arcana Scale, where we research magics from outside. We both traveled to the New World and spent time with the Wallaki, who taught us about blue magic. But when we came back to the guild to share our findings, they said simply, not petrol, and cut off our ending. The theory was sound. I just need to spend more time with the Wallaki, so I paid for another expedition out of my own pocket. Damn near ruined me though. Now it's up to my neck in debt, trying to make ends meet by performing it like some bloody clown. Washington ditched the research, and when he realized there was no money in it, even though he went through all the trouble of learning blue magic like me, he just lost interest. After that, he came back to the road and set up his own trading company. Him and his rich friends started wrecking in the guild, doing God knows only what. I expect you to go better things than listen to my sob story, like learning some more spells, for instance. The next one should be, well, once you had phase in your arsenal, it will give you the perfect opening to land more few hits or run away, whichever you prefer. Pretty much I've been running away for a lot of most of these fights. I need to learn some busted spells, like probably bad breath from the Morgels just to like cripple my opponents. Like I feel like bad breath should literally be like the most spell I learned. Also Final Stinger, but I just wanted to like take you with me. I still think Final Stinger is like my favorite one. Anyway, once you've mastered the one, come and see me. Becoming a blue mage ain't easy. I know that very most. But stick with it, and one day you will just be like me. Actually, you should probably ignore that last part. I don't know, maybe you should just teach me some spells. The trainer will have to wait. The series. Alright. How much training? Yeah, I hope for you. In actual I came here to talk about you about Mara. You and I both know about his recent and highly embarrassing troubles with their he assures me that they have been paid off, but it seems he's borrowing from other unsavory characters. I can't have my star attracting him putting himself at risk like this. If he's involved in something that could demonstrate I have the right to know. But you two, surely you must have ideas. Martin has many secrets. He does. So he went to take care of some things. Yes, perhaps we should look into exactly what these things are. Teacher, I bet you are eager as I am to get to the bottom of this. Trying to not draw attention by wearing something, and by that I mean not blue. Why all secrets can he be by medicine? Perhaps he's got some awful condition that would explain where all the money's going. I don't think that. Money first. Over above board, but it costs me more and more every time. Packages stays right. In fact, that gains. Not our problem, mate. Dream flowers are in short supply. If you want it, you'll pay what we ask. I have it done. That almost went badly. 13. I better prepare for the worst. For you, this could no, I purple returned it because I had trouble fighting it. How do you think you're doing? Dream flowers? So you've been concocting so much if you spare time. Were you planning to sell it, or is that all you feed your own addiction? Either way, you can forget about our contract. Explain it. Ain't what you think. What is it then? It had better be good. I've been buying tree flowers to make medicine, not summoners. It's for the Wallaki. They need to proper treatment as soon as possible. There's an epidemic, you see, most likely brought over the Eurasian people by people like me. How serious is it? Very. For Eurasians, it's much more worse than catching a cold, but for the Wallaki, it's life-threatening. Not only that, it's spreading like wildfire. Never mind, Wallaki is doing all he can with the traditional medicine, but it's a losing battle. As they say, it's only a matter of time before they're all taken by the disease. I'm not the only Eurasian to visit the New World, but it makes me sick to my stomach to think I'm partially to blame. I can't just stand by and let them die without at least trying to do something. I came back to the Eurasian to find a cure based on my friend's research notes. I particularly ruined myself, but I eventually came up with a concoction that seems to do a trick. Things it will take more than a couple of doses to stop the epidemic, and this stuff don't come cheap. There are also the fact that the main ingredient comes from dream flowers, which ain't easy to get a hold of. So that explains why you've been dealing with those back-alley cutthroats, and I suppose your business at Acme has some concoction. That's right. Needed some tools and whatnot to help with the mixing. But there's nothing you need to worry about. I've caused you enough trouble. Is there next? You told me all this from the beginning. We could have worked something out. I thought you can carry on this lesson. As for the dream flowers, let's just say I know a few people. Sure about this, Rose? I can't thank you enough. I'll do anything you ask. You can start by putting on a few performances at the arena. I'm sure extra money won't go amiss, will it? I was about to suggest the same thing. I'll perform in every show you got, if you let me. The fans are clamoring to see more of the great Azora, so it makes sense to capitalize on that. Anyway, this hardly seems like the place to discuss business. We should head back. Taking care of those Dreamflower peddler. Sooner or later, they would have let me dry. A woman and a rose introduced me to a merchant who handles shipments of alchemists. He gets the Dreamflower proceeded by while bypassing the ban. Still, but expensive, mind you. I almost forgot about your training. Tell you the truth, your run-in with those summons were probably the best test of your abilities than anything I could have come up with. I might not have much to spend, but otherwise, we're learning something. Once you learn the hang of it, remember, your real teacher are the beast that roam free. But if you get lost, you're still where am I? Kill him. But it's powerful indeed, but he's just a man. Alright, let's start with the Blue Mage. So, what? We told Marta he worked too hard and he should rest, but he would not listen. He wanted to medical care for Wallagi, and now he almost knows. Of course, Marta cannot train you. Latul is one to help, but Marta is such a great teacher that no one could possibly replace him. Is that what you were about to say? Please excuse my little jest. I was as sorry as anyone to hear that my old friend has fallen out of pit beast. In fact, I can offer my services. I expect that Martin neglected to mention to you that I am a blue mage. We both study on this Wally as part of our research. While I am not one to boast, I should point out that I took the art like a fish while he floundered. To speak true, you can learn much from. Yes, and with Merlin be written, I would be ashamed for his protege to be left without a mentor. And instead, overseeing your training is the least I could do. I'll be waiting for you at Horizon's Edge. What the? Don't let me man. I'm no connection to Empire. We're now direct. My company carries out the work of Solar Process by one. Perhaps it may end up here. As if I would bend over a gun. It's probably going to do something. Ever since the gleaming, it has been collecting dust, and so I have no qualms with letting you smash it to pieces, part of your training. But have you considered now whether it serves you? From one thing now, Mori at least has realized that the age of sword and sorcery is coming to an end. Surely you have seen the power of Guardian Wheel. Their technology continues to advance while Erosa clings to the ancient ways. For now we are able to keep the Empire at bay, but how much longer? I'm the only one who feels this way, and those who seek to develop airships and engines of war to combat the Imperial threat, it will not be looked before the Grand Companies deploy Magitech units of their own in the front line. Even so, the most advanced weaponry will be the Fort Little Sept and scrap and metal with a steady supply. As in fact, the Garleum and the Immortal Flames are fighting to claim support of the Northern Terrain. While I am trying to tell you if the people of Morno is wasting their time on worthless relics of the past and fail to see the bigger picture, the future lies in Ceruleum. If you ever decide that you want to make a real difference in the world, I could use someone like you. There's no need to rush, just give me some thought, and I think that's enough. I have to say, I'm surprised that you make such progress with someone like. Speaking of which, he's still confined to the infirmary. Your next training session will be. Oh, what do you think you're doing? Tell us you stay in bed. I'm fine, true, it still hurts to walk and breathe, but how can I lie there when my apprentice is trying to earn a spot next to me in the arena? You need not worry, even without your guidance. She is well away becoming a competent blue mage. Actually, while you're here, there is something I wish to discuss with you. A proposition, if you will. I heard about the lengths you're going to for the sake of Walga. Why didn't you just come to me? For what? You only laughed in my face as soon as you realized there was no money in it. Or have you forgotten what happened when our research funding got cut? All of a sudden, you couldn't give a artist about blue magic and the people who shared their homes with us. That's hardly fair, Marlon. How could I carry on without bankrupting myself? Make no mistake, I am grateful to Walka as you are. We may have gone our separate ways, but there's never been any bad blood between us. Seeing as you are in no position to help anyone for your sick bed, I say that letting me lend a hand is your best option. I suppose you've got a point there. The quicker we can produce the medicine, the more lives we'll save. With my resources, it'll be ready in no time. Right, we'll do things your way. I'm glad we can see eye to eye for a change. Once we have a large enough shipment, I'll deliver it in person to... Just don't bugger it up, you hear? You can count on me, Mara. There's a lot at stake here, and I intend to see it through. I have a few arrangements to make first, but I'll come by for the formal once I'm done. Until then, you should get some rest. You know, I never thought he raised a finger to help anyone but himself. Maybe he does have a shred of decency after all. I hope he hasn't been putting any funny ideas in your head, though. It still seems strange that he's showing an interest in your training in the first place. What's in it for him? I'm probably just overthinking as per usual. I suppose it's my fault for not being there for you. And you won't find anyone besides me, of course, more qualified to teach you blue magic. Unless you fancy making a trip to the new world, that is. One thing I can tell you which spell you should learn is, it's called Glower, one of my personal favorites. You can master it. I reckon you'd be ready to enter a I should go back to bed. I wonder if these wounds will heal, since I won't be up and about for a while. You should continue to follow the tool that leads for now. Where? Yeah. So. Alright, last quest of the day I'm doing. Made me so proud, and not only because of celebration. You received a missive saying that I've been looking everywhere for you. How did you do? Never mind that. I didn't tell you. Surgeon told you about it. You learned about. Will you listen? It's worth it. He brought the medicine. Everyone with disease has been cured, but he wasn't simply content to give it to us. He used it to lay claim to. Of course, the cerulean. Let's see. That bastard was after it from the beginning. He must be processed. Or is that true? That's processing planners and nothing. Make sure. Stupid. You only gave me the mess so you could steal. Don't speak to me like a common thief. I won't deny that obtaining settlement was a primary concern, but we signed an agreement. It is perfectly legal, I assure you. You know full well that the elders can't read Erosion. You told them that didn't sign the contract. They couldn't have the medicine. Besides, your law does not apply to Walgi. Even so, I expect your elders to honor the promise they made, legally binding or not. Perhaps you have forgotten that the medicine was paid for and produced by my company before the negotiation began. I already spent vast amounts to manufacture a large enough to treat everyone. I saved your tribe from annihilation, and this is how you're paying me? I'm giving you all a second chance to lead healthy and productive life. You took advantage of our suffering so you could plunder the thing most precious to us. Since the time of our ancestors, Lapis Kenan has been at the center of the belief in everything we do. Belief? Come on now, don't be a sir. The blue substance you call the life of the planet is ceruleum, a type of fuel. It's not doing any good just seeing that on the ground. Once I open up a mine, I hope to employ the lucky offering you all opportunity to earn proper wages. When you realize that what you've been missing all this time, you soon forget about your superstitions. Who are you calling to assume that is their way of life? All you want to do is destroy it for the sake of your own greed. I'm doing more for the Walgi than you ever will. I'm giving them a chance to build a better future for themselves. They can either be part of the modern world or be left behind. That's not your decision to make. What about the medicine? The product of Earth society. Without it, they'll all be dead. And another thing, my investors funded a production for the share of the profits for the New World Enterprise. Darling. It started. You see, the prospect of training was promising. This is the first I've heard of this really annoying. Indeed, I should warn you. I've never met a match for even if I. Then, so I can make this as grand with you. I picture now, look at me too much. A loyal descendant of Bear Zora faces the mysterious trying to determine who is the. What? I accept the funding led by the project and lands with the Earth. And if Walgi is victorious, must act as an intermediate for the Walgi pursuit. You can't expect me to go along with this. For his old-fashioned, sorry, Philip Martin seems to forget disputes beside combat since ancient time. I, for one, have no interest in coming in. They should be the ones to decide their own fate, not us. You're right, Martin. But we have similar traditions. When two sides cannot communicate, each part take context of strength. Idly, one of the people who would be chosen, and we are in choice, and I have no choice. First, you two in your costumes, and if you audience. Are you ready? Oops. Do I overkill this? You missed. Wonderful, my dear. A new star is born. Is that, I don't think it's him. Oh my god. space. Why must I be the villain? It's all the part. What would you tell me what is inside the thing? Then why is he floating? That's what I was asking. Of course, the sweet levitation device. Apparently this practical bib. I'm still not convinced that it's entirely necessary, and the costumes are more flamboyant than I would like. But if I'm going to do this, I might as well enjoy myself. Bro, he literally used like a bit I don't even have. Okay. I've got it. You should be well aimed. Once you feel confident, say a word, I'll grant you. Treat yourself for you. Until then, suppose I have it wearing. Honest, I think you're a real I'll pay it to you. Unless it is, I'm allowed to.